Guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today's video is going to be about everything you ever wanted to know about the QwikChute. This is going to be installed on my 2018 SCAG Tiger Cat 2. This kit was ordered on, actually ordered it from Walmart.com, and it came shipped a small little mower shop. I'll put the logo down below of where it came from. Got this for about $315. I'm not exactly sure, around 300 and some odd dollars. I've been wanting to put a QwikChute or some sort of chute blocker on the SCAG since I got it, because it makes a big mess around planter beds, driveways, gets all over the cars and whatnot. So I just wanted to do a little benchtop video here of what you get in the box, and this is going to be a little bit longer video, so if you want to jump to the installation process, I will time mark it right here on the video where I actually start installing it. Get the little bag of hardware, you get this plate that goes on the deck, and you get the handle. Now the handle, I'm sure you've seen other videos on this, because if you're researching it, I'm sure you're watching videos. Handle's an S shape, which allows for adjustment, which I like. So this piece, this base plate here, swivels, which is quite nice. And it comes with a nice set of instructions, which actually has a schematic. So the instructions for the SCAG are, some of them you don't have to drill, this one you do. So this plate down here, I'll show you here. These 4 holes need to be drilled into the deck, and I will show you how I'm going to do that on mine in the video. So these basically mount here. You pull your old chute off, all goes well, you adjust it, the chute should open and close. Now, the instructions here are pretty good. It gives you a nice schematic. It also shows you where to put this plate, deck baffle. It's this unit here, and I believe, I'm not sure yet, we haven't gotten into the installation yet, but it says SCAG Patriot and Freedom Z shown above with vertical bar, which is this piece here. So once we look at the Tiger Cat, you'll see what I have on mine. Here's the installation instruction on how you put the spring on, which we will get into. And here's the adjustment on the handle, all the adjustments here, and warranty information. So I'll fill this out once I'm done, send it in, get the warranty. So, and then this shows you how to open and close it. Just move the lever forward and backward. So what you get in the box is this. It comes assembled just like this. I did notice when I pulled mine out of the box, mine's a little bent right here. I doubt that's intentional. I don't think that'll have any issue with the operation, but we will find out. The material here, if you could see, is a real thick plastic. I would almost explain it. You can't, I mean, it's, yeah, it's pretty good. They definitely designed this to be replaceable through seasons, because you can undo the nylon nuts here, or lock nuts, and replace just the actual chute itself without having to redo the entire mechanism. All the hardware seems to be grade 8 style bolts. Pretty good stuff here. So without further ado, let's get the mower over on the patio. Let's get the drills, let's get the bolt, let's get the wrenches, let's get all that shit, and let's start putting this thing on. Okay, here's my Tiger Cat 2. And right now you can see that I'm just using a bungee to keep this thing up, getting in and out of the buildings. This thing comes out almost a foot or so. It's real cumbersome. The other thing I don't like about it is if you look over here, this part of the chute, I have a lot of obstacles in my yard. This is a 52-inch deck. It's a perfect size deck, but you could see just from minimal use, every time I get near like a palm tree or a fence, I mean, it just barely grazes through where I got to drive, and it's just not convenient. So having something like the QwikChute on here will help me kind of close up and open back up again when I get around tight spaces. These things are pretty well built, but just not ideal for my situation. Okay, the first steps on the removal of your existing chute are the obvious. So you're going to take out these 3 areas here, and these are 1/2 inch. So pull these. The way these chutes are designed is the spring tension is under the bolt here. So when you install it, you just simply slide this on and it'll lift up and down. So you don't need to mess with this at all. Next thing you're gonna see here is the mounting surface on the Tiger Cat with the velocity deck. Real clean surface. You got 2 ears that stick up here. You got a tubular channel here. So just get a good idea of what you're working with here. This is the way the chute goes on, so I'm just gonna lay it on and mock it up. I'm gonna mark my holes and then I'm gonna start drilling. Okay, if you look in here, I just have this set on here. And if you take a look, you'll see that ear there? You'll see that the Qwik Chute slides right over that ear piece on that side, and it doesn't allow it to go any farther on that side because you have an ear. So it aligns itself nicely. So when it's closed, you'll see over here, it closes almost perfectly flush to the deck, which is nice. There's no room to travel this way or this way. And also on this side, it's pretty good. So what I'm gonna do now is mark the holes. I'm gonna straighten up those brackets. I'm gonna mark where I gotta put my holes, get some drilling in. All right, the name of the game is to put 4 1/4-inch holes in this deck, and I'm running with a black oxide drill bit by DeWalt. This is a 1/4-inch black oxide drill bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and pre-punch my holes once I mark them. So I always like to show stuff like this in my videos, so if you guys are gonna be doing this, this is the tool right here. Use black oxide. Good for pretty much, I've used these on any kind of steel, and they work pretty good. Take a look in here, I've straightened up the brackets, and I'm gonna mark my holes with Milwaukee Inkzol pen, little marker. I'm just gonna go centers. Now being careful not to move this, I'm going to mark the others. Okay, so I have all my holes marked. Here, here. Okay, what I'm going to do is run a punch right here on my hole to get a pilot started. All the holes have been drilled. Real simple to do. You saw me do it. Real easy, nice clean holes, black oxide bit. So I'm gonna blow all this off, get all these shards out of here, start putting it on. Okay, so the next step here, they want you to put these spacer washers back here. And then they want you to install this deck baffle with the curved side facing toward you here. And then now the Qwik Chute goes on over that, just like that. Okay, these first bolts up here just held down with a 7/16. I have a washer and they use a nylon nut at the bottom style lock nut, so pretty straightforward. So here's the bolts installed. You can see I have one back there, one there, and the two here with the deck baffle. This deck baffle, not very straight. I might align that later. I'm not sure the point of that, but I think what it does is acts as a stop for the Qwik Chute to hit against, causing it to seal up back there. So pretty cool. We'll get farther. Next thing we're going to be working on here is the handle. The handle just goes up here like this, and it's adjustable to get it out of the way of the drives and whatnot. So that's really nice. So I'm going to do the bolting process here. It's a good look at how the handle is going to go on. Does something like this, and the adjustment, you can see once you tighten everything down, it'll pinch that rotational piece in here and gives it the adjustment. So let's get these on here. These are the Allen key bolts. So the last step on this installation is to install a spring between this point here and this point down here. Now, here's a spring they give you, and the instructions, I have to show this. The instructions want you to hook this little piece of wire that they give you around a screwdriver to pull up on the spring and hook it around that. Now, I don't need to do that, so I'm not going to. It's really simple. You just hook this around here, and then the name of the game is to put this piece of spring around here. So let me show you how to do that real quick. You just pull it, pop it down, just like that. So I mean, I guess if you have weak fingers, you could use the wire method, but you don't need to. But now if you look, you'll see that the cutout here allows for the spring to pass through, and then that's how it works. It levers itself up and down. So the next part of the project here is actually going to be figuring out where you want this handle to be. You'll notice that there's a lot of adjustment on this. You can go this way, bring it away from you, closer to you. I think that for my operating position, be about right here. For my operation, the first adjustment I'm going to make is to here, which will adjust the yaw of the handle. So let's do that first. This adjustment is just a 3/16 Allen head right here and a 7/16 down here. So I'm just going to snug them up a little bit and then micro adjust it. So my adjustment is real close to my drive lever when it's in neutral. So I'm happy with that. It doesn't interfere at all. So I can operate the chute down and up even when it's in neutral. And then in normal drive, it's way out of the way. And it's right in the area of my operation here. So that's how she operates. So there's your completed installation of the Qwik Chute. I wanted to do another little overview video here just to kind of show you what it looks like installed, show you the tolerances it has, and there's so many adjustments. I could probably adjust my deck baffle a little bit. I'm going to use it first, see how it operates. You could see the quality of construction is definitely up there. It's I think it's going to match the quality of construction of the SCAG. Everyone knows these mowers are built like tanks, and I feel like this thing is going to last. Another good thing I wanted to note with this is if you look at the profile of the actual system, now I've eliminated over a foot of discharge chute that doesn't need to be there. I've also eliminated the need for a bungee cord, and when the chute is fully open, when it's shooting out wide open, it's still not going to impede on what's happening out here. So closed and open position is going to be very easy to operate. go, guys. First mow, and I have to say, I like it. Cuts down on the dust so much. You're able to open and close it no problem. It doesn't give you any fuss. It's very, very nice. There it is in its dirty state, ready to run for the season. Looking good. Nice and dirty. Ready to be cleaned. So, hope you guys liked the video. If you have any suggestions, comments, anything like that, thumbs up if you did like it. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you guys are running one of these, if you've had one for a while, let's open up the discussion. And yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe.